Hello Internet, and welcome back to the long procrastinated episode 11 of Unorthoblocks. So, in today's episode we will be covering a few little snippets of stuff that have happened in between. I'm not even going to try to get everything, given that it's been like a whole entire year since my last episode, and we were already on backlog then. So, we will instead just be taking a few interesting snippets out of context and summarizing the rest of an entire year's worth of building by doing a fly-around of what I have built so far. To start with, I put together this lovely little storage shed. It's a shame it's not complete. But hey, this entire space wasn't here last year, so let's go. Hot second, I need to actually be able to see. We've mostly finished up these apartments, but as you can see, I have not finished putting in the roof and not got the wax in. However, you can also see that I have started to put little garden boxes up the side, because I felt like the blank wall was just a little too blank, you know? So I pulled in some of that silver design to do a little bit of pale oak gardening up the sides, foreshadowing maybe. Moving merrily onwards, I got in a bit more of Main Street. Bring the roads on around. City Square has not been built. City Square might not ever be built. So I made some progress bringing these roads on around, complete with some nice little sparkle detailing. I also have put in excellent shop fronts on along here. The garden shop, with all of the end-safe gardening supplies. Absolutely no dirt. That is forbidden in my city. So instead, all of the coral, the safe potted plants, the excellent pottery displays, everything you could need for a proper end garden. Even the prismarine. A little shop of various appliances, storage walls, paintings for interior decorating, a refrigerator that almost works, an Enderman that startles me in the middle of my monologue. No, that's not for sale, it just happens incidentally. It's free, you have to pay to get rid of them. Crafting tables, brewing stands, stone cutters, the usual Minecraft appliances, fume hood or exhaust fan for your stovetop cooking if you're letting that get a little too hot. Maybe magma powered or maybe lava powered is too hot for you and you need to vent off the fumes. We even have a kitchen sink. And the last little shop here along Main Street, the bakery. We've got all of the bread and confectionery in the shop displays. We have a little chair for someone to sit at while they're talking to the customers. And in the bins behind me, we have a couple loaves of bread. I wish the loaves of bread were a little more obvious, but what can you do with items in item frames? It's a good enough bakery for me. And while it is very much not complete, we have managed to get into the start of our skyscraper. The first of its kind. Complete with interior structure detailing. I love these arches. Not enough light if we actually turn our shaders off. We're just going to ignore that though, because it's nice and bright as long as we're looking at it through Optifine, and that's bright enough for me. I'm not actually going to do an interior on this place. It's big. It's too big for interiors. Though we do have the fun little health and safety warning that was added after repeatedly seeing Enderman wander in during construction. Warning, water elevators may contain water. When it's finished, the skyscraper will have water elevators going all the way up. Probably stairs going all the way up. Why is that not waxed? I have been in here waxing this all day. No, don't do this to me. No. After much more work than that had any right to be, we now have suitably waxed our copper. And that's what I've been up to. It might not look like much. Yes, it might not look like much, but at the same time, it looks amazing for a city literally built from nothing. And when you consider how big these city blocks are, I'm happy with what I've gotten done. Also, I have done a little bit of work on the underside of my roads down here. So in theory, when I actually remove the netherrack scaffolding and extend this underside detailing all the way, the underside of the roads will look perfectly nice on flyby as well. It's not quite there yet. We have some interesting discontinuities. Alright, no, that's just how city block works. But we have some interesting failure to complete it on this side that I would like to finish up before the season ends. And you can see down into the void I actually designed what the foundations will look like. And we even see the first starts of getting them into place. However, I'm also basically going to accept that this will not be finished by the end of the season, because regardless of when we ended this season, it would take me a year to get this far. There is no way that I will possibly fill in all of this negative space. Which is why that whenever this season wraps up, I will be continuing in creative mode to finish building it. And over in this distance, we have a partially finished schematic, which I think serves as a perfect segue into our next talking point. My lore. Those of you who have actually been watching my recent videos might recognize this thing. As the skyship, my spring Larara sailed off into the void with. I was planning on having that end with some sort of dramatic confrontation, the two halves fusing back together in the end because we'd realized that we were both Lady Spring and Lady Autumn were getting unhinged without the other. But I don't think I like my lore videos anymore. So, I'm telling you how it would have ended, and I'm sorry for letting any of you who were still invested in that down by not actually finishing that storyline. But I'm pretty sure that is not ever going to finish. So, going forward, I will not be trying to do lore videos like that. We'll just pretend that I have wrapped up this plotline satisfactorily and continue with our lives, not worrying about it. Future episodes are likely to be build ideas, shenanigans, and time lapses, and not any attempt at scripting. Goodbye, I am done with that. Now, I could just sit here on this lovely couch in this apartment all day and forget about my troubles, but unfortunately this city will not build itself, no matter how much it might appear to between episodes, so I guess it might be time for us to actually go do something. That said, I can at least lay out, explain some of my design principles up front before we go through and actually build everything. Namely, I don't have design principle. No, wait. I'd noticed when I was laying things out that the city grids that I found comfortable were not square. We've got 100 by 150. But that around City Square itself, I wanted to have 150 blocks. Square ones. Which means I'm thinking that we actually I want to lay out, possibly in netherrack, also a diagonal line. So, in addition to South Street and West Street, I may also want to have the diagonals. And if I'm doing diagonals, I got an idea. Now, South Street by itself is fairly short, especially if we're splitting it in half. And we've got the rail line that connects all the way through the city. But what if we have the rail line that connects all the way through the city, comes on back around, goes on down, goes on out to the diagonal, comes back around. I think we might need to add a little bit of glow to the top of the house. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Do I line it in frog lights? Do I figure out how to make sea pickles sit up there? Now, I could put, like, end rod caps. We could also take my arch nemesis glow lichen and see how that looks. Okay, it's disturbing that that's enough light, but I think that actually does do what I would want the light there to do. So, we're arguing with my arch nemesis glow lichen again. Look, I can have 52 arch nemeses at a time. I checked. My previous cap of 2 has been raised repeatedly. Mostly I figured out how to raise the cap and have specifically spec'd into having more arch nemeses so that every time I start complaining that X block is my arch nemesis now, I don't have to have the previous one turn up throwing a jealous snit at me. Because the only thing worse than having multiple arch nemeses that are all trying to drive you into insanity is having a jealous arch nemesis who's annoyed that you weren't giving them enough attention. Don't let your arch nemesis become jealous. It never ends well. Ow. Shoot. Look, Endermen that hang around a construction site had better be prepared to teleport. That's how the rules work. I make the rules. Hang on a minute. Did I see a sign over there? I mean, thank you for saying it's beautiful, but the shopping center hasn't even been built yet. That's the next city block over. Come on. Come on, guys. Wait until I have a shopping center before you comment on it. Let's just assume that that's about the end of the powered rail. Might not quite be a fair assumption, but too bad. Too bad. Who's gonna stop me? You, audience? You gonna stop me? Didn't think so. Time for, I'm sure this is a bad idea, but that's never stopped me before, and I don't intend to let that stop me now. Okay, yeah, that was a bad idea. And we're actually going to be keeping the orientation the same, so it's purple when you're heading away from the city center, and gold when it's heading towards the city center, and we'll actually have that be consistent at the bridge element level, even if it's not consistent at the local element level. Call if we have no idea what's going on down here with the rail lines, and frankly at this point I'm too scared to ask. And I'm the one building it. Okay, this is going to work incredibly horribly, but let's see just how horribly does it sit when I create another placement of bridge road box and get that sitting on our teensy tiny road. And that does not work because the road itself doesn't support it. Good to know. So we're only going to be having these big flower boxes on the main road. I need to make different designs for the small roads. But now we know. And I didn't have to go through and build it. I could just take schematic, paste schematic, unpaste schematic, Ghost City.
Wow.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Already here.
My God!
No! I can't do this again! They targeted Rogue! Oh. Rogue, when was the last time you slept? Probably a very long time ago. Alright, it is night. Kill the Phantom and then I'll start the show. Oh God.
Actually, why don't we just have the Phantom get blown up by the show?
Alright. Oh yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
You ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Because I'm ready.
I was born ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's going. It's going.
Nope. I hear it there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Pretty. Oh, the lights!
Oh.
What the heck? That was so many.
So pretty.
Wow.
I love colors.
There's a lot of them right now.
It's New Year's Eve all over again.
We're only 4 days late, guys.
Listen.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah!
This is amazing.
Oh, the Phantom!
It's fine, it adds to it!
Ow!
But we hate it.
Oh, I've never seen that one before!
Yeah.
Yep.
Rogue, you're gonna die.
I can't get this one.
That one's beautiful. That's my favourite firework.
I can see why
The
this
star?
is so common.
Yeah!
And
Yeah.
diamonds. The diamonds
Hey.
come in
Love
making them.
crying.
The
Is that
diamonds
the
are
diamond
these.
one, is it?
No, these that burst up. Those are the diamonds. The star is gold. I can't get this one Phantom. I'm out of arrows.
He's part of the show now.
I hope he gets taken out by a stray firework. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I love the purple ones.
Yeah, they're cool as well. They're very, very on brand.
Hold on, I need a trigger stick for a thumbnail. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah!
I think this is the most impressive thing I have seen all season. Possibly ever in Minecraft.
I've seen better.
Oh, Grandpa.
Oh, I want to see you make a fireworks show, Reg.
Yeah. Next project. Doing for the Nether Hub ribbon cutting ceremony.
I am very proud of this, y'all. This. Ah! Yeah!
Again!
Oh my god.
Only if you got like 5 more stacks of diamonds.
Again!
It's still going. Oh, there you
firework.
go.
Claps. Snaps.
Again.
I can't clap.
Happy
No, I
New
can only-
Year!
Yeah! Happy New Year! Oh my god, look at all the dead fish.
Oh, what?
Wait,
What?
Oh!
Why'd you kill all the fireworks?
Oh
They didn't kill the
no.
Phantoms, but they killed the
Happy
fish.
New Year, bye fish.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, there you go.
It's been an ecological disaster, Sonny!
Oh. Yeah! Well, thank you all for coming to
That
my
was amazing.
fireworks show. I will probably run it one more time when Gertie gets the chance to be here.
Okay, so that's the
And
most impressive bit, that you can just reload this and do it again? Because...
Yeah, I only have enough fireworks currently for one more show, but I can always make more posts and then run it again in a couple months or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna stay down there all season, so...
That's fine. No diggy
Yeah.
under here. Don't
So
do the
everyone
diggy.
talk about their best bit, worst bit. My best bit was the dead fish. The ecological disaster was a huge plus for me.
I did not like the phantoms at all. I thought that was an unnecessary bit. And
Yeah, Sonny, I don't know why you put them in, but, you know.
Claim
kudos to you for
aftermarket
rustling them up.
editions.
It's beautiful, it's beautiful.
But that is a minor problem compared to the big, let's call it a problem, that is this chunk of empty space. This little area on this map is where my factories would go, if I had any. And I'm just starting to feel just a little bit like I needed factories last year. I mean, those are the same thing right now. But I'll put into like this section of negative space bordering the city, the Purper Farms, because it's connected to the factory district, so it doesn't need to be as pretty. But I still want the outer edge of the city to be bordered in plant life. So, Purper. It's end plants. Yeah, that already improves it. We've got like the little band of... Okay, we also need to make sure that the entire band of water is water. I need to stop getting distracted by little fixes. So, I'm going to make a bunch of tiny little fixes here, but we're going to skip past all of that. Now, one of the thoughts I had about how do I make this steeper is to use actual stairs instead of half slabs. And I was going, okay. But neither Coral nor Tough have stairs. So that's not going to work, is it? And then I remembered that I do basically everything around the city in copper and purple, and both of those have stairs. So I put together a design that I think, mostly happy with, actually. And somehow, the steeper road resulted in us actually having more headroom. Now that might just be the fact that I remembered that there was not enough headroom the first time, and I have designed it better the second go-round. We've got water running underneath. We don't even have to see the water because we have more headroom. This design is better in almost every possible way. So now we just fix everything. Okay, I think we have solved how do the side street bridges work, and you're going to see an awful lot more of them suddenly poof into existence. It seems that my building may have gotten a little bit out of hand. In addition to having more of these lovely arches just copy-paste themselves along the road, we also have an entire side street, now close to existing, and that ugly block of factories just sitting out in the middle of the open like that, in like a tangled mess of rail lines. Also, the fact that one of them's going and the other one isn't says things about the condition I left this in. Oh, and a tree has just plonked into existence in the middle of town. See, I told you we could just magic one in. Poof, like that. There's now a tree. No, not my coral! Okay, that was bound to happen at some point. It's just a shame it happened now. With the 1 block clearance from the road, that I might fill in with a little bit of decoration, and I may just leave wide open as a complete obvious death trap. This can go. This I need to bring with me. Yeah, the crafting bench can stay here. The shulker monster does not need to be here either. That should probably start moving. Anyway, I was specifically going to get the stonecutter. I actually know what I'm doing with the boundary condition. I was imagining I was going to be like filling this up with water or gardens. No, this is factory district. Frog lights. Only frog lights. There is just barely enough light that we can actually see anything over here. Because the end is incredibly dark, actually. And with your help, we can fix that. I have water buckets and insanity, and I'm not afraid to use either of these.